Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are going to be practicing a 30-minute beginner-friendly flow. There are different postures in the yoga practice that we revisit quite often in different classes. They tend to repeat themselves. Typically, those main postures are the postures that are involved in the sequence of taking a vinyasa. What that means is you'll find when a teacher or when I will instruct you to take a vinyasa, it will be the sequence of chaturanga, which is that kind of like tricep push-up, upward facing dog, which is a lifted cobra, and downward facing dog, which you're probably familiar with. If you are unfamiliar with those postures, or if you feel like you just need a little bit of extra attention on the different cues or what exactly the mechanics are to practice those postures well and in an effective way, I recommend going back. I have instructional videos for each one of those postures that really breaks down the mechanics of them. So I'll link those down below. You're welcome to pause this quickly and just kind of like open up 3 new tabs just to see what it is that you could do to make your experience a little bit better and to kind of allow yourself to build the strength to practice those postures with a little bit more integrity. If you are already familiar with that sequence, you know what that means, you know what it entails, then feel free to just follow along. In most of my classes, we will start in Sukhasana or easy seat, which is just a regular kind of cross-legged seat. I take it usually in this half lotus variation, but feel free to literally sit like crisscross applesauce if that's comfortable for you. You can sit in this sort of like one heel in front of the other variation. I want to make sure that you are comfortable. We'll place our hands over our knees and we'll go ahead and close down the eyes. Let's take a deep breath in from the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Another big breath in. Big exhale out. And again, an inhale fully. And an exhale. Seal off the lips. Breathe in and out through the nose. We'll start the practice with a 3-part breath, just so that we can start to isolate the breath in the different spaces that we can breathe into, and so that we can get familiar with where it is that we can pull in, sip in a little bit of extra air, especially in times and in moments where we might not necessarily feel like we have room for more air. So to prepare, we will take a big breath in from the very crown of the head through the nostrils. From the nose, exhale all the way out until you empty your lungs. Breathe in, fill into your belly. Breathe in, fill into your rib cage. Breathe in, fill into your chest. Hold the breath, retain it for 3, 2, 1. Isolate the exhale to the chest. Isolate the exhale to the ribs. Isolate the exhale to the belly. Retain, hold that exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, chest. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Now breathe in from your belly. Breathe in from the ribs. Breathe in from the chest. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Hold, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Inhale, belly. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, chest. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Hold 3, 2, 1 last round. Inhale belly, inhale ribs, inhale chest. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale chest, exhale ribs, exhale belly. Hold 3, 2, 1. Slow, controlled inhale from the nose. Slow, controlled exhale from the nose. Just allow yourself to continue that breath as you inhale and exhale. You'll notice that most of the time I will instruct you to breathe in and out of your nose. That is because our nose was designed for breathing. So oftentimes when we are breathing in and out through the mouth, it can create a little bit of more stress in the body, a little more stress in the mind. So really try to enjoy the breath in and out from the nostrils. Allow that breath to help regulate the mind and to help regulate the nerves. Slowly collect the palms of your hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Start to rub the hands together, creating a little bit of heat and friction between the palms. And bring the palms of your hands to cup over your eyes. Feel the warmth radiate from your hands to your eyes as you begin to blink the eyes open. And slowly, with hands open like a book, pull your hands away from your face so you can take in the lines on your hands as slowly the space around you reveals itself. Let's go ahead and get started in a tabletop position. Palms of the hands will rest underneath the shoulders and the knees will rest underneath the hips. Very simple, starting with cat-cow. Inhale to drop belly, lift tail, lift gaze, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop belly, lift tail, lift gaze, heart lifts. Exhale, round spine, push the ground away, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, spine rounds, push the ground away, draw the chin in. One more time, inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, spine rounds, push the ground away. Beautiful. With your next inhale, you'll walk your hands one step forward. Tuck the tailbone under as you create this supported plank with the knees on the ground. Navel into spine, take a big breath in. Exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Bring your heels together, feet together. Inhale, chin to the ground. Squeeze the tush, exhale, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Use your hands to kind of pull the ground back, almost like you want to slide your hands back, but use that force to pull your chest further forward in this baby cobra. Another inhale. As you exhale, lower your chest to the ground. Deep breath in right here. Exhale, hug the navel in as you push yourself up into a tabletop position. Tuck all 10 toes under and then push yourself up and back into a downward facing dog. Take a second here, begin to pedal out through the legs. Bend one knee, extend the other knee. Just feel the back of your thighs opening here. Really nice. Give yourself a moment just to feel the body kind of open up. Really good. Let's take a deep breath in right here. Start to allow the heels to magnetize towards the ground and continue to push your hands firmly into the mat. Inhale, come up high to your tippy toes, look forward. Exhale, bend into the knees, step the right foot and then the left foot to the very top of the mat. Keep a little bend in the knees, hands to the shins. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, fold belly over thighs, allow your head to rest heavy. Inhale, long spine, come all the way up to standing, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, collect your hands together at your heart, and then release to the sides of the waist. Inhale, stretch up, reach up, look up to the palms. Exhale, hinge, fold forward with a little bend in the knees. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen through the spine, look forward. Exhale, palms of the hands to the ground. Step the right foot, and then the left foot back. High plank, hold, take a big breath in right here. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat, and then slowly bend the elbows back in this assisted chaturanga. Belly lays onto the mat, untuck the toes, heels together. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, chin in, press yourself back through tabletop and back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in right here. And an exhale, push into your hands. Allow yourself to elevate the sits bones to the ceiling. Now, if you looked back on that video that I'm explaining what to do in downward facing dog, then you may have heard me mentioning that for me, it's a lot less important that your legs stay straight here. So if what you are doing is kind of like looking at your screen and you're seeing my long legs, or you're seeing my extended legs rather, and you're kind of trying to replicate that, but then what happens is that your shoulders are coming forward and kind of stacking over your wrists, and then you're having these creases in your wrists, then I want you to prioritize bending into the knees. Really focus on pressing your chest back towards your thighs as much as possible and relieving as much of the creasing in your wrists. Take a deep breath in, come up high to your tippy toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, step left foot and then right foot to front of the mat. Hands will come to your shins as you inhale for your half lift. Exhale, fold over bent knees, allow your torso to rest over your thighs. Inhale, long spine, come all the way up to standing, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands will collect at your heart and release to the sides of the waist. Let's do that one more time, this time a little bit more fluid. Inhale, stretch the arms up, look up, reach up, look up. Exhale, bent knees, hinge, fold over your thighs. Hands will come to your shins, half lift, look to the tip of your nose or forward. Exhale, palms down, step right, and then left foot back into your high plank. From here, you can choose to keep the knees bent or rest them on the ground. Otherwise, we will come all the way down to chaturanga and release yourself to the belly. Untuck your toes, heels together. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, down, and then back through tabletop into your downward facing dog. And breathe here for 3. Again, focus on pushing into the palms of your hands and send your sits bones as high up as you can to the ceiling. If need be, bend your knees as much as needed to encourage that length in your spine. If your legs are allowing themselves to extend a little bit, if you're creating a little bit more room at this point in your body, hug the rib cage into the midline and encourage a sort of like rounded upper back while maintaining a little bit of a curved and arched lower back. Hug the navel to the spine, another breath in. Another breath out, push into the hands. Inhale, high onto the tippy toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right and then the left foot forward. Bent knees, hands to shins, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold over bent thighs. Release the head. Inhale, long spine, come up to standing, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands will come to your chest and release to the sides of the waist. Beautiful. With your next inhale, you'll sit low into your chair pose. Sit low, reach low. Inhale, stay low, reach your arms high. Hold for 3. See if you can maybe look up to your thumbs too. If it hurts your neck, just look out in front of you. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hinge, fold over bent knees. Beautiful. Let's step the left foot all the way back here. Left hand on the inside of the right foot. Easy twist. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling. Look to the right thumb for 3. Hug the right knee into your chest. Try to rotate from the rib cage for 2. Keep a deep bend in that right knee. Let's take one more inhale. Slowly as you exhale, lower the right hand and then spin all 10 toes to the left as you start to straighten into the right leg. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold yourself over your thighs. It's okay if your spine rounds here. Here, I do want you to try and focus more so on maintaining some length through the hamstrings. If you are able to keep your legs long, start to pull up on the knees, activating into the quadriceps, into those thigh muscles. Let's take an inhale as we find a half lift here. Slowly as you exhale, spin your whole body to frame that right foot. Palms of the hands lay flat. Reach the right leg all the way up to the ceiling. Reach for that three-legged dog. Exactly. Beautiful. Now bend into the right knee. Take 3 circles with the right knee in one direction. And in the opposite direction. Good, really nice. Stack the right knee above the left hip as you open into the hip here. Inhale right where you are. Exhale, let's step that right foot between your hands. If it was tough for you to step the foot between the hands and your foot just kind of landed in the middle of the mat, go ahead and grab a right ankle with the right hand and help the foot forward. We'll drop the left foot down into a 90-degree angle. Warrior 2. Good. Keep that deep bend in the right knee. We'll take an inhale, straighten the right leg, reach your arms up high overhead. Exhale, bend deeply into the right knee, reach your hands in opposite directions. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bent knee, reach your arms in opposite directions. One more time, inhale, straighten the leg, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend into that warrior 2. Beautiful. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse the palm, reverse your warrior. So you'll reach the right hand to the space behind you. Keep the bend in that right knee. Feel the extension on the right side of your body. And I even sometimes feel a nice little opening on the inner thigh of the back leg. So let's take one more big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, come back into warrior 2. Exhale, rest the right forearm onto the right thigh. Circle the left hand down, forward, and reaching to the space in front of you. See if you can look towards the left thumb. Notice that you're not sinking into the right shoulder. Push into the right elbow and lift yourself up and out of that right shoulder. Let's take one more big breath in. Keep a deep bend in the right knee. Exhale, lower the left hand. Kind of spin onto those left toes behind you. Inhale, reach that right hand back up. As you exhale, lower the left knee and circle the right hand down. We'll frame the right foot. Inhale, press your chest forward. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back as you send your hips back for your half split. Maybe you can flex the right toes. Let's get that moving here a little bit. So with your inhale, bend into the right knee, keep your fingertips on the ground, lift your chest. Exhale, flex and extend the right leg. One more time, inhale, bend into the knee, lift your chest. Exhale, extend into the right leg. Really beautiful. With your next inhale, bend back into that right knee. Walk your hands above that right thigh. Interlace your fingers over the right thigh. Feel the hug of the inner thighs together. What that means is I want you to feel like you drag that right foot back and you're dragging the left knee forward. This will create a lift in the inner thighs. And then from here, pull your chest up to the ceiling and just breathe here for 3. And breathe here for 2. And let's take one more big breath in. Slowly as you exhale, your hands will come down to frame that right foot. Tuck the left toes under. Let's inhale, lift the left knee off the ground. Exhale, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift, look forward. Exhale, fold over bent knees, head rests and relaxes. Inhale, long spine, stand up, stretch up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands will come to your chest and release to the sides of the waist. Inhale here, find length through the crown of the head. Exhale right where you are. Beautiful. Before we continue into the left side, let's come into some balancing. Find a spot in front of you that you can look at. I like keeping my chin level with the ground and looking out directly in front of me. For some people, it's a little bit more helpful to look just on the ground, slightly in front of them. Find what works for you. Shift the weight of the body into the right foot. Hands will come to the waist as you inhale. Exhale, slowly float that left foot off of the ground. Bring the left knee into line with the left hip. This is called stork pose. Roll that left ankle around in one direction. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Opposite direction for 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in right here. Hands will come to your chest. Warrior 3. Start to kick the left foot back as you hinge your chest forward. Push down with that right big toe and focus on your balance here. Hold that balance for 3. Kick that left leg a little further back for 2. Push down with that right big toe, stabilize with the sole of the right foot. And let's take one more big breath in. As you exhale, come all the way up to standing, hug the left knee into your chest, and then slowly step that foot down onto the ground. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, collect your hands together at your heart again. Going into balancing on the left foot before we finish up the sequence with the left side. Hands will come to your waist as you inhale. Exhale, weight of the body shifts into the sole of the left foot. Start to lift the right foot off the ground. Right knee into line with the right hip for stork pose. Good. Breathe here. Start to get familiar with the balance on the sole of the left foot as you roll the right ankle for 3, 2, 1, and then in the opposite direction for 1, 2, 3. Good. Hands to your chest, inhale. Exhale, warrior 3. Kick the right leg back as you hinge your chest forward. Keep the left big toe pushing down to the ground. Keep the right glute active. Keep the right leg active. Maintain the length in the spine and keep a little bit of a lift in your chest. Really work into creating a beautiful line from the right heel, from the sole of the right foot to the very crown of your head. Let's take one breath in. Exhale, that right knee will hug back into your chest as you come up to standing. Gently rest that right foot down. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands will collect at your heart. Release the hands alongside you, step your feet together. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, stretch the hands down. As you slowly continue the inhale, reach the hands up and exhale in place. Inhale fully. Try to look up, exhale fully. If you can't look up out in front of you. One more breath in. Exhale, fold yourself forward and over your legs. Beautiful. Let's step the right foot all the way back. Palm of the right hand on the inside of the left foot, easy twist. Inhale, stretch the left hand up and look up to the left thumb. Breathe here for 3. Hug that left knee into the chest for 2. Rotate from the rib cage. Start to get familiar with what that means. I want you to focus on pulling the navel into the spine with every exhale and then allowing that pulling to help you twist deeper. Inhale where you are, look down. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Spin yourself to face the long edge of the mat with all 10 toes and all 10 fingers. Let's take an inhale to find some length in the spine here. Exhale, grab a hold of your ankles as you pull your chest closer to your thighs, encouraging length in the spine as you fold forward here. And we will breathe for 3. Another 2. Even if this isn't like the deepest expression in the world for you, I want you to just breathe into the stretch. No matter how flexible or inflexible you are, this will likely feel really, really good for you. So just enjoy where you're at right now. Beautiful. Now with your next inhale, find your little half lift. Hands will come to the ground. Exhale, spin the whole body to frame that left foot. And then slowly send the left leg up to the ceiling for a 3-legged dog. Bend into the left knee and start to take some circles with that left hip, moving around in one direction at first. Good. Push into the hands and then move the knee around in the opposite direction. Good. Now keep the knee bent as you stack the left knee above the right hip. Draw that left knee a little bit higher to the ceiling. Feel the opening in the inside of the hips. Take a big breath in. And slowly as you exhale, step the left foot to the space between your hands. Drop right heel down, warrior 2. Swing your hands and windmill them into your shoulders height. So arms reach in opposite directions. Look over that left middle finger. Nice deep bend in the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bend deeply, reach in opposite directions. Inhale, extend left leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend deep, reach your hands in opposite directions. Inhale, straighten leg, reach arms high. Exhale, bend deep, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward with the left hand. Exhale, flip the palm, reverse warrior as you reach back with the left fingers. Keep that left knee bent deeply. Reach the left hand as far back as you can. Right hand is just rested on that back leg. We're not leaning too much into the right hand. Essentially, if I were to lift my hand, I would stay in the same place. Take another breath in right here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Right hand circles down in front of the hips, and then we'll reach forward on your inhale. Try to look to the right thumb or right fingertips. Notice that you are not sinking into the left shoulder. Push down with the left elbow as you lift your chest, lift your gaze. Keep the right leg active. Push the outer edge of the right foot into the ground. Keep that right leg strong. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand to the inside of the left foot, left hand to the outside of the left foot. Spin to the toes of the right foot. Lower the right knee down for that low lunge. Really nice. So with your inhale, really press your chest forward here. Lift your gaze as much as you can. Exhale, walk your hands back for your half split. Start to straighten the left leg, maybe flex into those toes. Just getting into some flossing here for the hamstrings. With your inhale, bend into the left knee, press your chest forward, walk your fingertips forward. Exhale, walk your fingertips back, straighten into the left leg. And one more time, inhale, bend into the left knee, heart, chest forward. Exhale, send it back one more time. With your next inhale, bend into the left knee. Slowly bring the left hand and then the right hand to interlace over the left thigh. Feel that left foot drag back, right knee drags forward. So you want to feel that lift of the inner thighs and then gently press your heart up to the ceiling as you breathe here for 3. Really good. I know that this feels really good in my upper right thigh. I'm feeling a really lovely release in that psoas or in the hip flexor. Let's take one more big breath in and slowly exhale. Lower your hands to frame that left foot. Tuck the right toes under. Inhale. Exhale. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Good. Hands will come to the shins, half lift here. Exhale. Fold yourself over your legs. So beautiful. Inhale. We'll set our fingertips onto the ground, heel toe your feet a little bit wider than hips distance, maybe even as wide as the mat, and turn the toes out slightly. Lower your hips between your heels or down towards your heels. Elbows will be rested with the inside of the knees, and we'll keep a very, very tall spine here. This is your yogi squat, malasana. Breathe here for 3. Good. Breathe here for 2. Long spine. And let's take another big breath in. Keep a squeeze in the glutes. Keep the elbows pushing into the knees. And slowly lower your hands behind you as you lower your hips to the ground. So nice. Good. Hands will reach forward as you find length in the spine. As you exhale, let's roll down one vertebra at a time onto your back. Good. Hug the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg forward. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Exhale. Pull the right knee over to the left. Reach the right hand over to the right and breathe into that twist for 3. Another 2. And let's take another big breath in. Inhale, hug that right knee back in. Good. Now I want you to set the sole of the right foot onto the ground. And let's bend the left knee so that we can cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Palms of the hands on the ground as you reach for the right foot with both hands, essentially, right? So we just essentially want the hands to be down along the sides of the waist. Palms face down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, inhale here. Exhale, squeeze your butt and scoop your hips off the ground for a figure 4 bridge. This is gonna feel a little bit awkward. Notice that that left hip might be kind of dipping down. Squeeze into the glutes and push both hips so that both hips can be level. You're gonna feel a really deep opening in that left hip. Let's take another big breath in right here. And slowly exhale, lower your hips down. And then hug the knees in that same shape. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. If you're very flexible, it might feel accessible for you to interlace your fingers over the right shin and just breathe here into that left glute for 3. Another 2. And let's take one more big breath in. Gently set the sole of the right foot back onto the ground. Hug the left knee into your chest as you straighten the right leg all the way forward. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Let's take a nice big inhale. Exhale, slowly drop that left knee over to the right and reach the left hand over to the left. Another 2. Start to soften into the facial features. Allow your shoulders to soften to the ground. Allow your whole entire body to start to feel some release and relief from holding itself. And then inhale, hug that left knee back into the chest and set the sole of the left foot onto the ground. Bend the right knee to cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Arms extend down along the sides of the waist, palms face down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the tush and pull the hips as you squeeze the glutes and scoop the hips up to the ceiling for this figure 4 bridge pose. And breathe here for 3. Really good. Breathe here for 2. Don't let that right hip sink. Squeeze the glutes and push both hip bones to be parallel and even. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly set the hips down, figure 4, or recline figure 4 rather, as you bend the knees into the chest. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh or over the left shin, depending on what you did on the first side. And let's breathe here for 3. And breathe here for 2. Let's take another inhale right where you are. Really nice job. Slowly as you exhale, set that left foot down, release the right knee, a right sole of the right foot, and then bring the soles of the feet together and the knees apart in your reclined butterfly. Right hand to belly, left hand to heart. Take a big breath into the right hand into your belly. Pause. Breathe into the left hand into your chest. Pause. Exhale from both at the same time. Release your arms down along the sides of your waist, palms face up. If you're uncomfortable with your legs in this position, then you can just extend your legs forward. If you want, and if that felt good in your hips, then you could have kept, or you can keep the feet together and the knees apart and recline butterfly. And just give yourself an opportunity here to start to soften and relax. Relax into the forehead. Allow your eyes to fall back down into their sockets. Relax the cheeks and allow the jaw to unclench. Feel the chest rise and fall with every in-breath and every out-breath. Feel the natural curvature of your spine as you are rested with the weight of gravity. Feel the gentle rise and fall of the belly with every in-breath and every out-breath. And feel your 2 stems slowly dissipating into the earth. Enjoy this moment of stillness as you inhale fully and exhale fully. With your next inhale, let's stretch the arms back overhead, bring your feet together. Try to find that length through opposite ends of the body. Exhale, bend your knees and roll over to your right side into a fetal position. Rest your head in that right arm and just give yourself a moment to transition here from your final resting pose. Slowly and gently start to make your way into a comfortable seat. See if you can keep your eyes low or even closed. And we'll collect the palms of our hands together at the heart. Take a big breath in from the nose, fill up as much as you can. And big sigh out through the mouth. Slowly start to draw the thumbs to the third eye in recognition of the mind, the intellect, and the intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest in recognition of the light, the life, and the love within. Thank you so very much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this beginner-friendly flow. Stick around, we've got a bunch of classes coming. And so feel free to let me know if there's anything that you would like me to film, any classes, or even any drills or tips or anything at all really that you would like to see more of. And I'll see you next time.